She keeps her spine like borrowed steel, moves through days she barely feels. Every yes is carefully planned, so no one sees her shaking hands. She memorized the art of calm, turned her heart into a song. Sang it quiet, sang it low, so the cracks would never show. But pressure doesn't make you gold, it just teaches how you fall. She deserves a soft place to land, a moment where she doesn't stand. If the tears come unannounced, they don't knock her power down. She's not losing her control when she lets the feelings roll. A woman built from truth and ache has every right to bend and break. She thought love meant to never ask, to wear the brave, ignore the past. But healing speaks in gentle tone, says you don't have to do this wrong. There's a wisdom in the pause and dropping all the loss. She deserves a soft place to land, to rest the weight she couldn't handle. You've been living stiff with pride, calling numbness being fine. Hear this now without defense. Feeling is not evidence of failure, loss, or falling through. It's proof that there's still life in you. You deserve a soft place to land, to be held without a plan. She's not weak for needing ground. She's healing quietly, sound by sound. Lights are low, her hands still shake. She's been holding up the sky, pretending she'll be fine. Every promise she once kept cost the nights of broken rest. They applauded how she stood, never asked if standing hurt. Behind the calm, a storm survives, a quiet scream she keeps inside. Give her permission to fall apart, to feel the weight inside of her. She doesn't fade when tears appear, that's just truth becoming clear. Even iron bends with time, let her ache, she'll still be strong. A woman brave enough to cry has nothing left to prove tonight. through all the worst. But courage isn't wearing stone, it's daring not to face it alone. There's healing in the letting go, in saying I can't do this alone. Give her permission to fall apart, to lay her head down in the dark. She's not broken when she feels, she's remembering what's real. Even oceans need to rise, then return to calm again. Let her weep, then let her breathe. That's how she finds herself again. If you're listening from that place where you always keep your face strong and steady, never torn, hear this now, you were not born to carry every single load or turn your pain into a code. So give yourself permission now to bend, to break, to not know how. You're powerful beyond the fight, even trembling in the night. Softness doesn't steal your flame, it teaches fire to remain. She's not weak, she's finally free, letting pain pass through gently. She learned to wake before the ache, to move before the memories shake. Every morning words will come like a shield she learned to put on. She's been the one who never sways, the quiet force in every day. They trust her strength, they lean, they stay. Never ask if she's okay, but holding steady is in peace. When your heart is asking for release, she finally stops pretending, lets the silence hear her cry. It doesn't make her any smaller, it just opens what's inside. She's not losing all she's been by letting tears begin. A woman strong enough to stand, can soften, breaking, still remain. She thought love meant to never pause, to never question, never stop. But healing doesn't rush the truth, it waits until she's ready to. There's a freedom in the slow, and letting feeling show. She finally stops pretending, drops the weight she learned to hold. If her voice begins to tremble, that's not fear, that's being bold. She's not fragile in the rain, she's rinsing off the pain. A woman strong enough to stand, can soften, breaking, still remain. If you've been living like her skin is made of armor stitched within, hear this now without defense. You are not your endurance, so stop pretending just tonight. Let your heart step out of fight. You don't vanish when you fall, you don't lose yourself at all. There's a power in the tears that you've been holding back for years. A woman strong enough to stand, can soften, break, and still remain. Ooh, yeah. She learned to smile with armor on her skin, walk through the fire, never letting it win. Every scar became a silent rule. Be strong, be quiet, don't break, don't fall. But in the mirror late at night, she holds the pieces out of sight, a heart still beating underneath all that strength she had to be. It's okay to cry in the dark sometimes, let the tears run free like rain in July. You don't lose your crown when you bend or break. Soft is not weak, it's the bravest shape. She's still a queen, even on her knees. Healing doesn't mean you're incomplete. She carried worlds on tired bones, said I'm fine when she was alone. They praised her for standing tall, never asked what it cost her at all. But pain is not a failure sign, and love should never feel like a fight. She's learning how to breathe again, not just survive, but live within. It's okay to cry in the dark sometimes, let the tears run free like rain in July. You don't lose your crown when you bend or break. Soft is not weak, it's the bravest shape. She's still a queen, even on her knees. Healing doesn't mean you're incomplete. If you're listening with a broken heart, if you've been strong from the very start, lay it down, you've done enough. Rest doesn't make you less, my love. So cry if you need, let it fall like truth. Every tear is proof of you. You're powerful, even when you ache. Soft is not weak, it's the bravest shape. She's not shattered, she's becoming whole. Piece by piece, she's coming in home. She moves like nothing ever broke, like every promise still intact. But under words she never spoke, there's a heart that bends, then cracks. She learned to hold the door for pain, invite it in, then make it stay. Turned every wound into a role, played it strong, played it alone. But no one tells you how it feels to always be the one who heals. Even the brave get tired, even the fire needs air. She can carry the night on her shoulders, still lay it down right here. If her voice starts to tremble, if her eyes start to burn, that's no weakness breaking through. That's a woman letting herself hurt. She thought love meant endurance, standing tall without a sign. But healing asks a different question. What if you just sit down? There's no medal for the pain you hide, no victory in a silent fight. No one tells you how it feels to always be the one who heals. Even the brave get tired, even the strong feel small. She doesn't lose her power when the tears begin to with her heart. If you've been living in the I'm okay, use the strength to keep love away. Hear this softly, hear it slow. You're allowed to let it show. Even the brave get tired. That doesn't mean they're done. It means they've been holding the world too long without letting someone come. So cry if your chest feels heavy. Rest if your soul feels worn. A woman strong enough to survive is strong enough to mourn. She's not falling, she's coming undone, so she can rise again. One breath, one love, one truth at a She learned to keep her balance on edges carved by time. Every win was earned in silence, every loss stayed in her eyes. She built a life from hot and cold, from doing more than she could hold. Turn exhaustion into hope, so no one see her fall. But even still needs room to bend, or we'll break instead. She breathes between the cracks tonight, lets the ache come into light. If her tears begin to rise, they don't cancel our fight. She's not weaker for the sound of her heart breaking down. A woman fierce enough to stand, can shake and still be who she is. She thought being loved meant staying still, never asking, never will. But healing speaks a softer love, says you don't have to be so hard. There's a courage in the pause, in laying down the cards. She breathes between the cracks tonight, stops pretending she's alright. If her voice begins to shake, that's the truth she couldn't fake. She's not losing her command, she's reclaiming where she stands. A woman fierce enough to stand, can shake and still be who she is. If you've been strong beyond your years, calling numbness, conquering fear. Listen close, the space is safe, you won't disappear if you break. keeps the room from falling apart with a steady smile and a guarded heart. Every step looks so composed, but no one knows what it costs to hold. She's been the answer, she's been the guide, the one who swallows tears with pride. They say she's fearless, made of stone, but she bleeds quietly on her own. There's a weight in being strong too long, like a song that forgets its tone. She's allowed to feel tonight, to let the tears blur every line. It doesn't steal her fire away, it just lets her breathe again. She's not broken when she cries, she's touching truth she buried inside. A woman powerful and real is still allowed to feel. She thought love meant she couldn't fall, that asking her would ruin it all. But healing speaks in gentle ways, says you don't have to be okay. There's no courage in pretending fine, there's no shame in crossing the line. She's allowed to feel tonight, to rest her soul from all the fights. If her hands begin to shake, that's not fear, that's what it takes. She's not losing her control, she's finally listening to her soul. A woman powerful and real is still allowed to feel. If you're hurt, hear this slow. You don't have to carry it all alone. Strength isn't silence, it's release, it's letting your heart speak. You are allowed to feel tonight, to let the sadness see the light. You don't disappear in pain, you don't wash your worth away. You're still whole when you're undone, still radiant without the run. A woman powerful and real is still allowed to feel. She's not weak, she's opening the door to everything she survived before. She wakes up before the sun, heart already on the run, carries yesterday like proof that she always made it through. She learned how to lead the way, even when she lost her faith, turned her silence into grace, put a smile on every day. But even mountains feel the rain, even steady hands can shake. She's still allowed to wait tonight, to dim the glow, to lose the light. Strength doesn't mean she never bends, it means she feels and then she stands. Let the tears undo the fear, let them fall, she's safe right here. A woman strong enough to stay, is strong enough to feel the pain. She was praised for never breaking, for the vow she kept while shaking. No one saw the cost it took, just the cover, not the book. There's a truth she's learning slow. Bravery can be letting go. She's still allowed to wait tonight, to rest her heart from all the fight. She doesn't vanish when she cries. She's closer now to being alive. Every tear releases weight, every breath rewrites her fate. A woman strong enough to stay, is strong enough to feel the pain. If you're holding on like her, thinking strength means never hurt, hear this softly, hear it clear. You don't disappear in tears. You're still allowed to wait, my dear, to lean into the cracks and fear. You're not smaller when you fall, you're just human after all. Let the night hold what you feel. Morning comes, and so does healing. She doesn't fade in vulnerability. She finds herself more honestly. She walks through days like nothing's wrong, keeps her balance, keeps it calm. Every step looks so secure, but her nights are never sure. She learned to hide behind I'm fine, turn her fear into a spine, built a life that wouldn't bend, even when she couldn't mend. But holding on can leave a bruise, and strength can learn to choose. Her heart can't rest, her tears can't speak. She doesn't have to be so brave this week. If she's shaking, let it show. That's not failure, that's letting go. She's not smaller when she cries. She's just honest with the fight. Her heart can rest tonight. Oh, yeah. She thought love meant standing tall, never leaning, never falling. But healing whispers something new. You don't have to be unbreakable to. Oh, there's mercy in a softer pace, and letting hurt has space. Her heart can't rest, her voice can't break. She doesn't have to carry all that weight. Every tear releases truth, every ache is passing through. She's not losing her control, she's reclaiming her own soul. Her heart can rest tonight. If you've been strong for far too long, calling silence, getting on. Listen close, you'll hear it say, you're allowed to feel this way. So let your heart rest, let it ache, let the mask fall, let it shake. You're still worthy, still enough. Even when the road gets rough, you don't disappear in pain. You're learning how to love again. Your heart can rest tonight. She doesn't fade, She learned to walk with steady feet on floors that never felt complete. Kept her voice low, kept it clean, so no one heard what she had seen. She turned the hurt into routine, made it look calm, made it mean. Every victory tasted thin when she was fighting just to win. But there's a truth beneath the skin. Being whole means letting in. She can be human here tonight. Set the halo down, dim the light. If her eyes overflow, it doesn't steal the strength she knows. She's not undone by feeling pain. She's letting her heart speak its name. Strong women don't disappear. When they cry, they're real right here. She thought that love was standing tall. No, never asking, never calling. But healing doesn't ask for proof. It asks for honesty and truth. There's a courage in the pause and breaking your own laws. She can be human here tonight. Lay the weight out of her life. If her hands begin to shake, that's not fear, that's what it takes. She's not smaller when she bends. She's learning how to be her friend. Strong women don't disappear. When they cry, they're real right here. If you've been wearing I'm okay, like it's the only safe way. Hear the softly, hear it clear. You don't lose yourself in tears. Oh, you can be human here tonight. You don't have to win the fight. Let the sadness have its say. It won't chase your fire away. You're still powerful, still enough. Even when the road is rough, strong women don't disappear. When they cry, they're real right here. Stop breaking, she's opening wide. Letting life back inside. Stop breaking, she's opening wide. Letting life back inside. Yeah. Morning light on tired skin. Another day she's stepping in. Everyone sees the calm she keeps. No one hears her heart still speak. She mastered how to hold her ground. Turned her fear into a soundless sound. Built her peace from discipline. Never letting the sorrow in. But silence isn't always strong. And carrying on can carry wrong. So she lays the armor down. Lets the truth spill on the ground. If her chest feels heavy now, that's not losing, that's allowed. She's not fragile in the rain. She's releasing stored up pain. A woman fierce enough to stand can soften when she takes her hand. She thought love was standing still, biting down on every will. But healing doesn't ask for stone. It asks her not to walk alone. There's a grace in slowing pace and letting tears stay on her face. So she lays the armor down. Stops pretending she's unbound. Every survivor, being fine. Listen close, the truth is kind. You don't have to outrun your mind. Baby, I'm not done yet. Let your heart step out of fight. You're still whole without defense, still complete in tenderness. Strength can look like open hands. Trust in where the feeling lands. You don't lose who you become when you lay the armor down. She's not weaker in her tears. She's finally meaning herself here. She keeps the world balanced on her spine, smiles on cue right on time. No one sees the sleepless hours where she questions all her power. She fixed the cracks, she held the door, stayed longer than her heart was sure. They called her fearless, called her wise, never noticed tired eyes. But the bravest truth she'll ever know is strength doesn't mean control. When she finally lets go, lets the tears say what they know. She's not losing who she is. She's remembering how to live. Even heroes need applause. Even hearts deserve applause for breaking open, feeling whole. When she finally lets go. She thought love meant standing still, swallowing every bitter pill. But healing speaks in gentler tones, says you don't have to be stoned. There's a freedom in the fall, and not being strong at all. When she finally lets go of the way she never chose, she's not weaker in the rain. She's just washing off the pain. Every breath becomes a vow to be honest here and now. There's a light she didn't know when she finally lets go. If you've been holding on too tight, calling survival a way of life, listen close, this is your sign. You don't have to be fine. So when you finally let go, let the night hear what you hold. You're not less for needing grace, or a moment to feel unsafe. A woman strong enough to stand is strong enough to need a hand. There's a beauty in the slow when you finally let go. She doesn't disappear in tears. She finds herself more clear. Yeah. never show the hurt inside. Turn the ache into control. Keep her heart on overload. Every time she almost fell, she convinced herself she's well. Built a throne from all the pain. Called survival being brave. Yeah, but strength's not a frozen face. It's not silence, it's not staying safe. Let her feel, let her break, let her breathe without escape. She doesn't know the world of fire if her soul is feeling tired. Let her fall into her tears. That's where healing finally begins. She's more than what she had to be, more than scars nobody sees. There's a softness in her chest that deserves a moment's rest. She's done carrying the weight alone. Even diamonds crack under stone. Let her feel, let her break, let her lay the armor down today. She doesn't lose her dignity when she chooses vulnerability. Let her cry without defense. That's where healing finally begins. If you're hurt, hear this now. You don't have to prove somehow that you're unshakable, untouched. You're enough just being human. So let her feel, let her breathe, let her be exactly what she needs. Not a statue, not a flame, just a woman reclaiming her name. She's not weak for feeling deep. She's alive, and that's her She learned to wake with quiet grace, put on courage like a face. Every step looks so composed, but there's a war nobody knows. She carried love like a responsibility, turned her pain into stability. They admired how she stayed, never asked what she gave away. But strength can turn into a cage when you never let it change. She doesn't break, she opens wide, lets the tears come, doesn't hide. If her heart feels overwhelmed, that's her truth reclaiming itself. She's not losing who she is by admitting that it hurts like this. A woman fierce, a woman real, still deserves the right to feel. She thought survival meant control, holding tight to every role. But healing speaks in softer tones, says you don't have to stand alone. There's a bravery in release, in choosing rest, not endless peace. She doesn't break, she opens wide, and lets the night stay by her side. If her voice begins to shake, that's not fear, that's courage awake. She's not smaller when she bends, she's returning to herself again. A woman fierce, a woman real, still deserves the right to feel. Nothing strong is lost in you. You don't break, open wide eyes. Let the feelings testify. You're still powerful in pain, still worthy in the rain. Let the armor touch the ground. Let your heartbeat make a sound. A woman fierce, a woman real, still deserves the right to feel. She's not weak in vulnerability. She's healing honestly, beautifully. She walks through rooms of quiet praise. They love her strength, her steady ways, but no one sees the after hours, where she doubts her own power. She learned to answer pain with grace, to keep her tears in second place. Every battle nearly won, still she wonders who she's become. The truth waits softly at her door, asking what she's fighting for. She lets the night in, closes the show, puts the weight down she didn't choose to hold. If her heart spills over now, it doesn't take her courage out. She's not smaller when she feels, she's more honest, more real. A woman strong enough to stay, is strong enough to wake. She thought survival meant control, keeping God around her soul. But healing speaks without a sound, says you can finally sit down. There's no strength in hiding scars, no shame in falling apart. She lets the night in, lets it breathe. All the words she couldn't keep. If her voice begins to bend, that's where truth and mercy meet. She's not losing who she was, she's remembering in love. Woman strong enough to stay, is strong enough to wake. If you've been wearing your resolve like it's the answer to it all, listen close. The darkest kind, it gives your hurting somewhere to lie. So let the night in, let it stay. You don't have to be okay. You're still powerful in tears, still complete in all your fears. You don't fade when you unfold. You're becoming brave and whole. A woman strong enough to stay, is strong enough to wait. She thoughts, I'm low and blue. She's been the answer, been the wall, always standing when things fall. She stitched her courage from the past, learned which feelings couldn't last, kept the peace by giving more, till she couldn't feel the floor. But even steady tides will sway when the moon pulls hard their way. In the quiet she can feel all the truth she tried to seal. If the tears arrive unplanned, they don't slip through her command. She's not losing what she's made. By the night she's unafraid to let the sorrow touch her skin. That's where healing settles in. She thought the love meant staying bright, never dim and never night. But tenderness has different rules. It lets the heart be bruised. There's a strength in slowing down and letting softness make a sound. In the quiet she can feel every wound begin to heal. If her voice begins to shake, that's the truth she wouldn't fake. She's not smaller when she grieves. She's more honest than she's been. When she lets the sorrow in, that's where healing settles in. If you've been holding your tears like breath, afraid they'll take your death, listen close, the dark is kind. It gives your pain a place to lie. So stay a while where feelings go, where you don't have to be in control. You're still powerful, still whole, even when your heart says no. Let the quiet carry you, let it show you what is true. You don't lose yourself within. That's where healing settles in. Settles in. Settles in. Settles in. Settles in. She doesn't fade in open tears. She finds her ground, she stays right here. She counts her breath in empty rooms. Late night thoughts hung low and blue. She's been the answer, been the wall, always standing when things fall. She stitched her courage from the past, learned which feelings couldn't last, kept the peace by giving more, till she couldn't feel the floor. But even steady tides will sway when the moon pulls hard their way. In the quiet she can feel all the truth she tried to seal. If the tears arrive unplanned, they don't slip through her command. She's not losing what she's made. By the night she's unafraid to let the sorrow touch her skin. That's where healing settles in. If you've been holding your tears like breath, afraid they'll take your death, listen close, the dark is kind. It gives your pain a place to lie. Stay a while where feelings go, where you don't have to be in control. You're still powerful, still hope, even when your heart says no. Let the quiet carry you, let it show you what is true. You don't lose yourself within. That's where healing settles in. 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 She doesn't fade in open tears. She finds her ground, she stays right here. She holds a together tight, with careful words and borrowed lies. No cracks allowed, no space to sway. She saves her breaking for the end of day. She's been the anchor in the storm, the steady hand, the perfect form. They lean on her to feel okay. Never asked if she could stay that way, but even anchors rust in time. Even stars need space to hide. Let the strong ones weep tonight. Let them set their swords aside. If her tears begin to fall, they don't erase her strength at all. She's not fading in the age, she's choosing truth instead of fate. Let the strong ones weep. That's where the healing gets to speak. She mistook love for standing firm, for swallowing each harsh word. But mercy sounds a different tone. It says you don't have to do this alone. There's a power in release, in choosing rest instead of peace. Let the strong ones weep tonight. Let their hearts come out of fight. If her voice begins to shake, that's a vow she couldn't make, while pretending she was fine, while denying every sign. Let the strong ones weep. That's where the healing gets to speak. If you've been living armored in, calling silence discipline, hear this now, it's safe to feel. Nothing honest makes you less real. So let the strong ones weep tonight. Let the dark become a light. You don't lose your gravity when you lean into your need. You're not broken when you bend, you're becoming whole again. Let the strong ones weep. That's where the healing gets to speak. She's not weak for needing it. She's alive and still right there. Ooh. She wakes up with the weight of dawn, like something fragile must go on. Carries hope in tired veins, calls it strength but feels a strain. She learned to patch the cracks with grace, keep a steady, quiet face. Every time her chest felt tight, she just stayed another night, yeah. But even stars can lose their glow when they shine alone too long. She doesn't have to hold the sky or keep the storm from passing by. If her tears begin to fall, they don't mean she's weak at all. Let her hands come down at last. Let the moment move her past. A woman strong beyond her years still deserves a place for tears. She thought being brave meant staying still, never asking, never will. But healing knocked in quieter ways, said you can rest, you don't have to stay. There's no honor in the ache you hide, no If you've been standing like her too, thinking love means seeing it through, hear this truth, soft but clear. You don't disappear when you're sincere. You don't have to hold the sky tonight. You can set the weight down, it's alright. You're still whole when you feel undone, still powerful when the tears come. Let the night be what it is. Let your heart exist like this. A woman strong beyond her years still deserves a place for tears. She's not breaking, she's learning how to be gentle with herself now. She's been awake before the light, counting breaths to make it through the night. Every plan is carefully made, so no one sees the price she pays. She learned to answer her with grace, to never let it cross her face. Turn her fear into a role-played, strong-played home. But strength can bruise the hands that never let go. So she sets the weight down gently, and lets the tears say what they mean. She's not losing her direction, she's just standing in between. If her heart begins to shake, that's not weakness, that's the break where the healing finally starts. When she listens to her heart. She thought love meant endurance, holding still through every storm. But mercy came